Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on today's video as I show off a few of the video games that I've got over the last month or so. Now I've got some variety, got some PlayStation Vita, PS4, PS5, Switch, DS, Mega Drive, and I've even got a new console which I'm so excited to add to the room. So yeah, I wanted to sort of really focus more on the sort of, not quality, but the sort of focus on particular titles that I wanted to sort of play, rather than just sort of going into a game shop and just going, oh, I'll just grab that, I'll grab that. So these ones are sort of more targeted. I've actually sort of been playing a little game with myself and sort of having like a top 5 games I want to buy, and that sort of once you buy one game, another game comes into that top 5, and you sort of gradually cross off the ones that reach their way to the top. I sort of buy one game a week, sort of off that list, and then others I sort of play around with, sort of paying off slowly with other sort of eBay sales and all that kind of thing. So lots of these games are from that list that I've sort of slowly ticked off, and I'm really happy to. And they're also sort of give me an excuse to play the certain consoles, such as the Vita, such as the Mega Drive. And as we go through the games, you'll sort of see why. And I've got a lot of these are sort of retro sort of style titles that have sort of been either remade or are on their original sort of retro sort of platform, so to say. So we'll start off with the first game that I got out of the bunch, which was for the PlayStation Vita. Now that game's Dead or Alive Extreme 3. This is the Venus for the Vita. Now this one's the Korean version, so it has English subtitles. So I don't think there's an English release for this game. So you can tell the Korean version because it's got the 18 plus in red, and that has the subtitles. The Japanese one doesn't have the subtitles. So yeah, I've been wanting to get this one for a long time. I love the Dead or Alive series, and also the Extreme. They're a bit of fun. You know, I love Helena. She's so stunning. You know, if you haven't seen Helena, you should just Google Dead or Alive Helena, and you'll see she's so beautiful. So yeah, and it's quite an expensive game, maybe 80, 100 or so Australian dollars, which might be £50, you know, 75 US. But this one went to auction at like 50 Australian dollars, and I wanted to get one with the insert. So this one does have the inserts. So I was sort of determined, really sort of to wait. So one come up, I was the only bidder, so I got this for 50 Australian dollars with like $10 shipping. So I was really happy to get that. So I've sort of been playing that, just watching Helena relax on the beach, taking her to the casino, playing some blackjack and that. So yeah, I'm really happy to have that to my sort of Vita sort of library. I've only got a handful of titles, but it's one sort of system that I want to sort of slowly collect for. So really happy to have that one. Now the next game I got was, I actually originally wanted to get this game for the Switch. And I was on Amazon looking at it, and it was like $40 on this. I think it was $38 for this on the Switch. I'm like, that's fine. They had the option there for the PS4, so I clicked on the PS4 version, and it was $15 delivered. And I was like, I was so happy. And this is Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja. Now this is the T-Rex edition, as you can sort of see up here. So the T-Rex edition has a Japanese trading card, a 3D keychain, and 2 sticker sheets. So for $15 delivered, that gave me an extra $25 to sort of put in the kitty for future games. So that is I used to love Caveman Ninja back on the Amiga. I wanted to get it for my arcades, which are down here, but I sort of ran out of space for them. But yeah, really happy to get that one. That's the T-Rex edition. And another PS4 game, I only got this one last week, and I sort of first come across this title from a limited run sort of video I watched on YouTube, and that title's Shantae. They were talking to the original game developer about, you know, re-releasing a game on the Game Boy Advance, I think it was, and it looked like it was a really cool sort of style platformer, and yeah, and then I was just surprised at how expensive some of the games were of the Shantae games were, especially some of the limited run, the Switch, and even some of the old Game Boy ones. But this one was $34 off Amazon. I think got this on Amazon as well. So this is the Half Genie Hero. This is the Ultimate Edition. So it's got bonus content such as the Pirates Queen's Quest story, Friends to the End story, costume pack mode, and exclusive new bathing suit. So I am absolutely stoked to have a Shantae game to check it out. It looks really cute, really cool, and something different. So that's right up my alley. So for $34, it was a good way to get into it. And as we hit onto a PS5 game, now this is another game which I've been wanting to get for a while, whether it was in the PS4, PS5, standard, the PS5 Deluxe, the Switch standard, the Switch Deluxe. But I ended up going for the PS5 Deluxe, which is Cult of the Lamb. This is one game that's been sort of on my list for a little while. And it was like, I think I paid $80. So all these games are basically sort of, I guess store price, market price, whatever you would say. There's no real bargain. That Caveman Ninja would sort of be classified as a bit of a bargain. But yeah, this is the deluxe edition. Comes with, I'm not sure I think it comes with an art book. It comes with the soundtrack as well. So I'm excited to sort of check this out. And I've seen this game being played and on a lot of people's pickups lists and game room tours. So really happy to have Caveman Ninja. Now the next game that I got was for the Switch. Now I saw this on another channel, and it's one of my all-time favorite arcade games. I know people say that quite regularly. It's all time, but this really is. I've got it emulated on on my Pandora, which is over there, which I sort of play on the big screen, and I'm like, there's this game available on the Switch, and yeah, this is Snow Brothers. Like that game for me, I absolutely love Snow Brothers. Me and my brother used to play it so much, and just the noise of throwing the snow towards the baddies. And this has bonus content as well. This has got 3 sticker sheets plus an instruction manual. Now originally I got it off Amazon, and they advertised the version with the stickers and the manual, and then I got sent a standard version, and I was just like, oh. So I sent it back, and I had to get this is the US edition, so you can see the US edition by the sort of the rating sort of thing down here, the ESRB. Yeah, so I think it's only the US version that has the stickers and the manual, so I'm really happy to get that. So yeah, I cannot wait to get this on. Now all these games are sealed. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all these into my collection, and we'll see if they go up in value over the next 5 years. Just kidding, we're going to open them up now, but you thought, what an idiot. So we'll just sort of see what's inside these games. So yeah, we'll open up Snow Brothers first, and we'll just check out the manual, check out the sticker sheets, and yeah, I'm sort of keen to put these on today, and I might even add a little bit of footage here and there throughout this video if I get time. It's a busy time. All right, so this is the Snow Brothers special here, and as we open it up, you can sort of see it has a tiny little manual there, so we sort of get it out without bending it or breaking it. Yeah, so that's the manual for Snow Brothers there. Really nice. So you can sort of see it has nice little glossy colour art. Yeah, Snow Brothers is an arcade game developed by Top Lan in this fun and easy to play adventure, popular for gaming among couples and with friends. 2 snowball hurling snowman brothers power their way through against various enemies. There we go. That's not mine, that's their spelling. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. And then we go to the sticker sheets. You can sort of see as we pull them out. The case is just awesome, man. So I'm so happy to have this on the Switch. And there's this little sticker sheets there. So I just, so cool. I just looking at those little enemies and stuff, it just brings back so much sort of nostalgia, and you can sort of see the smile because it's just so awesome. So that's that one. That's Snow Brothers. Now we'll open up the PS5 Cult of the Lamb, and we'll just see what's inside this one. As I sort of, treacherously try not to cut into anything on this. Yes, I think it's some sort of tower defense or some sort of, village sort of building thing where you fight off recruit people and things. So this is a box. So we've already bent the top flap, but that's fine, like I said. All right, and this is it. So there's the official soundtrack. It says official, not original. Yeah, official soundtrack for Cult of the Lamb. So yeah, if it's got a soundtrack, it must have some pretty good music. So we'll be happy to sort of play that one. And there's the regular. That's the sort of just the standard edition of the game. And then it also comes with, which is quite a nice sort of thick, the art of Cult of the Lamb. So yeah, as we sort of flick through this in front of the camera. Yeah, really cool. So I'm really happy to get that game and play that one. The Switch Deluxe version was like $160, so I got that one for half the price, which is fine with me. Yeah, well, we can open up Shantae, seeing we're sort of doing this, which she's going to kind of want to check that out this afternoon. I'm not quite sure what sort of things are inside this. I doubt there'll be anything. yeah, that's it. So there's just the game in the Shantae. And finally, we'll open up the Caveman Ninja sort of game and sort of see what the keychain, the trading card, and the stickers look like for this game as well, because this is another game that I want to have a little bit of a look at this afternoon. And again, we'll sort of maybe add some footage and see how the day goes. It's been raining here for like the last 4 days maybe, and we've had a lot. So the sun's out today, so I wouldn't mind getting outside and just sort of, warming up, so to say. All right, so that's that. So as we open it up, okay, and first we can sort of see that's the 3D keychain there. So Joe and Mac, that's awesome. That's nice. So yeah, crazy dinosaur. And looks like that's the trading card there. It is a Japanese trading card, as you can sort of see. That's sick, man. That's awesome. And then there's the sticker sheets, just a couple of simple sticker sheets there. So yeah, might be spreading a few of them around the game room. And finally, that's that there. All right, so that's those games. Now I've got a couple more. Now we're going to go into, now I've got this game on my Amiga 500 Mini. I've probably got it in other areas that I can play it, but I bought it for the Mega Drive just so it gives me an excuse to sit down and play the Mega Drive. And that game is the Chaos Engine. So I've wanted to get this game for a long time, and I just sort of wanted to find the right copy. So good, fairly good condition. Obviously it's complete. So this one is sort of complete. It's got a little bit of a rip on the game there, but like I said, these games are 30-ish years old. But overall, it's in pretty good condition. I just realised it was quite dusty. It came in a nice little acrylic sort of protector, so I've had it in that. But I'm really looking forward to going upstairs, sitting in front of the Mega Drive, and just sort of sit and just playing the Chaos Engine. When I read the sort of the booklet about what the game's about, it actually seems quite interesting that you're sort of in charge. I think you have an option to play one of these characters. And yeah, and just fight against the Chaos Engine. So this game's from the Bitmap Brothers, as you can see down here, and they were some of my favourite software developers back when I was a teenager on the Amiga 500. They did games like Gods, Magic Pockets, Cadaver, Xenon 2, and yeah, Chaos Engine. Obviously, I think later on they did the Chaos Engine 2. I'm not sure if that's out on the consoles, but really happy to have that. So happy to sort of be able, to sort of sit down and play it. Good condition. Trying to pick out sort of good games for my Mega Drive sort of library. Again, same with my other consoles like the Switch. I've only got a handful, but I sort of try to pick games that I want instead of just sort of loading it up with shit, so to say. All right, and the final games that I got, I actually saw these on a Facebook group. 1 second, I'm just a bit thirsty at the moment. I saw these on a Facebook group that I'm a part of for the Nintendo Game & Watch, and I didn't even realise they were available. Now these are the Game & Watch collections. Now that's one. This one's Game & Watch collection one. They're part of the Club Nintendo, and now I don't know too much about how you acquire them from that, because it says it's not for individual sale. So this is the Game Boy collection one. This one's sealed. Now this has got 3 games. I think it's the original multi-screens for the Game & Watches: Oil Panic, Donkey Kong, and Greenhouse. So I don't think I'll be opening this one up. This one I might keep for my collection as a sealed DS game, and maybe just buy a loose cartridge for that game, because I would like to play it. They look really cool, like playing Donkey Kong on the DS. So there's that one. And also number 2, this only has 2 games, Octopus and Parachute, but it's got here like Octopus X Parachute. So I looked at that. It's like Parachutes on one screen, and then Octopus is down below. But again, these both come with the manuals. The game's in the DS at the moment, and I was just really, really sort of happy to have these. These are pretty expensive, like $2.20 I paid for these with free postage. So these weren't part of the game, sort of one game a week. This was sort of part of it. I'm going to pay this off over a little bit of time. All right, and finally we come to the console. Now I wanted this console ever since I saw it was announced, and I'm like, I've got to have it. You know what I mean? It was just sort of one of the variations of the Switches. And that is the Nintendo Switch. Now this is the Mario Red Edition. As you can see down here, and as soon as it came out, I wanted it. Now I haven't had the money to sort of get it, because I had, sort of went from job and opened a business, and anyway, that took all my money. So I sort of paid this off with some eBay sales, some tips for the restaurant. And the funny thing was, I saw it on Amazon for like $4.80, it was like, you know, it was on a sale, and I'm like, you know, that's a perfect price. So I bought it at 480. It got sent to me, and it was like the Hong Kong edition, so everything was in Chinese. It was dented up here real bad, and I'm just like, are you serious? Like, anyway, so I contacted the seller, and that, you know, I was just sort of, you know, I'm thinking, don't send me your shit, mate. You know what I mean? Like, so I said, you know, this is not what I ordered. If it was advertised in the Hong Kong edition, I wouldn't have ordered it. You know what I mean? So anyway, he's like, oh, it's all, you know, but I said, well, I don't even know what the manuals say. Are they in Chinese as well? He's like, and then he sends me these YouTube videos about unboxings, you know, what's in the console. So I thought I'll let it. I waited like 2 or 3 days because I was busy with work, and then I launched the return back on like the Sunday. I'm like, no, mate, you take that back. So I ended up ordering this off the Gamesman, which is a famous Australian game shop in Sydney. So yeah, I paid $5.10, which I thought was not too bad. Seeing they sort of retail most of the time at like $5.50, $5.49, $5.45. So yeah, this one's staying in the box. This is part of my, you know, my console collection, and I just love the Mario Red Edition. It's just beautiful. Yeah, as you can sort of see down there, the Mario Red Edition. All right, that's it for the game pickups for this month. Now, yeah, I want to do a comics video. I got some comics coming in slowly. I've got a few I want to get. I want to sort of do a little bit of a compilation video with my comic pickups. So you want to do that. Still working on the Xbox room out the front, as I said in the last video. And I can't believe that no one really watched the Game Boy video that I put out last month, or last week, or 2 weeks ago. Like, it's an insane pickup of a Game Boy collection. My friend found it for $30, and some of the there's 20 boxed Game Boy games plus a boxed Game Boy. And if you haven't watched that video, you should go to the video before this one and watch it. It's insane, man. Some of these games, it just blew me away. Like, it's one of those sort of childhood sort of things where you don't ever imagine. Even today, I can never imagine finding anything like that again. You know what I mean? So if you got some spare time, be sure to watch that video. And speaking of pickups, it was on Facebook. I've been slowly getting back into Facebook Marketplace. You know what I mean? Like, just regularly checking. And I saw this new Nintendo. It had like a Game Boy Micro, 2 DS Lites, like 14 games over various platforms like the Advance, the DS, yeah, and things like that. Plus all these cases and chargers, stylus, accessories. I'm like, I just messaged the guy saying I can pick this up tomorrow morning, and I never heard back from him. And yeah, it's sold. So there's those Facebook pickups that you get. There's the ones that you miss out on. It could have only been up for like an hour or so, you know, or 2 hours, and it was gone. So it sort of just goes to show, keep checking Facebook Marketplace. You never know, because who knows how many of these sales go through when you're not even between times that you look. They come up, they get sold, and they fade away. So be sure to check out Facebook Marketplace. It's sort of given me a bit more sort of, you know, bit more of a motivation to keep checking, because you never know what you're going to find. So it would have been a hell of a pickup for $150. So, all right. And if you've made it to this end of the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. We can sort of gradually, you know, get up to the sort of 150. I'd love to hit 150 to 200 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, you like the video, we do game room stuff, comics, toys, art, tech, you know, predominantly video games. But yeah, be sure to subscribe, because we'll be having videos coming out every week or 2 weeks or so with lots of things to do, something different. I collect a bit of a variety of stuff, so be sure to do that. Anyway, I appreciate it. And until I see you next time, have a good week and enjoy watching YouTube. See you guys.